Hello there, very good evening and welcome to your Primetime News Bulletin. I'm Shane Silva.
And I'm Arundhati Udanayaka. First, a look at the stories making headlines tonight.
Sarath Fonseca states that there may be an attempt to assassinate him. Injunction order issued on the employee whose transfer led to a strike by junior staff of the National Hospital in Colombo. Patients inconvenienced as a result of the trade union action. Fishermen face a crisis without the fuel subsidy. And Tilanga Sumathipala goes to courts against the rejection of his nomination to the post of president at SLC.
And now the stories in detail. Leader of the Democratic Party, former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca says that his party seeks to come into power in order to lift the people's standard of living. He says that the birth of the Democratic Party will be historic. Now speaking at a media briefing convened today, Fonseca said that democracy has been buried in the country. The media briefing presided by the leader of the Democratic Party, former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca, commenced following the signing of the national anthem, a commemoration of heroes and the lighting of the oil lamp.
ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදයේ වැළලීලා ජනතාවගේ අයිතිවාසිකම් ජනතාවට අහිමි වෙලා යුක්තිය සාධාරණ ජනතාවට නැති වෙලා.
Democracy has been buried in this country at this instance. Democracy has been buried. The people have been deprived of their rights. The people have been deprived of justice and fairness. The supremacy of the judiciary has been lost. After all this has taken place, there is no point in the people continuing to live in this country. The people have been deprived of their human rights. The corrupt rulers who govern this country must be held accountable for all of this. This country has been brought to this state because they give priority to wealth and their sustenance. The country must be rescued from this situation.
ක්‍රියාකරන නිසා අද රට මේ තත්ත්වයට පත් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒතකොට මේ තත්ත්වයෙන් රට බේරා ගන්න ඕනේ.
Fonseca also commented on the state of the economy.
රටේ පාලකීන් ආශ්චර්යයක් ගැන කතා කරාට අපි දන්නවා රටේ ආර්ථිකය ඉතා පහත ස්ථානයකයි තියෙන්නේ. ලෝකයේ අනෙකුත් රටවල් වලට සාපේක්ෂව අපේ රටේ මුදල්.
Although they speak about a miracle, we know that the economy of our country is at a low. It is evident that our currency has no value in comparison with other currencies, and this has led to the present state of our economy. Our feeling is that the hardest era faced by our people today commenced in 2005. We have facts to prove our claim. It is a baseless lie that the economy cannot be built during the war. It is something that I have constantly reiterated. During the war, we bought all the arms we needed on loans. We are beginning to pay these debts this year. Thereby, the government is deceiving the people by saying that they could not build the economy all this time.
එවනම් මෙච්චර කල් පහුගිය කාලය ඇතුළත මේ රට ගොඩනගන්න බැරි වුණේ යුද වියදම් නිසා කියන එක මේ රජයේ ජනතාව මුලා කිරීමට කරන දෙයක්.
Journalists questioned Fonseca on how he planned to move forward in his political journey without civic rights.
I challenge those who were behind the cowardly act of depriving me of my civic rights to give me those rights and face me before the people if they can. Let us see who is dedicated to this country and who can move forward on this road.
Journalists also questioned Fonseca on whether members of the UNP and the government would be joining the Democratic Party.
දැනට අපි එකතු වෙලා දේශපාලන වැඩ කරගෙන යනවා. එතනදී මම විශ්වාස කරන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ එකතු වෙන්න ඕනේ අපේ ප්‍රතිපත්ති.
For now we are united and are engaging in politics. I believe that they should join with our policy to move forward with the country and the people. If they are joining because of problems in the UNP, then they will be of no use to the country or the people. Some powerful people in the government have engaged in dialogue with us and have exchanged ideas with us.
ප්‍රබල දේශපාලනඥයින් අපිත් සමග යම්කිසි සංවාදයක මත හුමාරු කර ගැනීමක යෙදিলা ඉන්නවා.
Fonseca also responded to a question raised by journalists on future challenges.
මට විශ්වාසයි මගේ නායකත්වය
I believe that if the rulers of this country deprive us of my leadership, they may even assassinate me. Our lives are at risk. Even if we are killed, this party must move forward. Even if this happens, the other members must bravely move forward.
The Maligakanda Magistrates Court issued an injunction order on the employee whose transfer led to a strike by junior staff of the National Hospital in Colombo. The order was issued on a request made by the Mardana police. The injunction also orders the immediate implementation of the transfer given to this employee by the Public Service Commission. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health says that attendants who do not report to work for services pertaining to the treatment of patients at the National Hospital will be considered to have left their jobs.
Operations at the National Hospital in Colombo were disrupted today as a result of the strike. The Public Service Commission had issued a transfer for the junior staff in question following a disciplinary inquiry into an incident that occurred 2 years ago. The junior staff of the hospital commenced this strike action to protest against this transfer.
bicycle accident ලා මෙයාගේ MR scan එකක් තියෙනවා කරගන්න එක යන්න විදිහක් නැහැ.
මගේ මේ අත බින්දලා මෙතෙන්ට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ. දැන් ගොඩාක් කියලා ඉඳන් ඉන්නවා අපි.
අතපය කැඩිලා කොඳු කැඩිලා මෙලෝ ප්‍රතිකාරයක් නැහැ.
අපි ජාතික රෝහලේ සියලුම කනිෂ්ඨ කාර්ය මණ්ඩලය
The junior staff at the National Hospital is voicing their protest and has submitted a letter with 3,000 signatures to the Ministry of Health to annul this unfair transfer. The Ministry of Health is yet to respond.
සෞඛ්‍ය අමාත්‍යාංශය සම්බන්ධයෙන් පිළිතුරක් දීලා නැහැ.
Nevertheless, the Secretary to the Ministry of Health, Dr. Nihal Jatilaka, said since the disciplinary action was taken on the basis of recommendations made by the Public Service Commission, it cannot be reversed. Dr. Jatilaka also informed the attendants participating in this trade union action to report to work tomorrow. Dr. Anil Jasingha, who is the director of the National Hospital in Colombo, said that the hospital's functions were disrupted as a result of the junior staff strike.
There are certain key areas like few theatres and ICUs where the services can cripple. We have decided to get the help of Civil Defence Force members and to work with our workers together, only wherever they are necessary.
The assistance of the Civil Defence Force personnel was sought to fill the void of junior staff today.
Patients were once again inconvenienced today as a result of the strike action launched by the doctors in the Purunarur district. The strike action was launched as a mark of protest over the actions of a public health inspector.
The government doctors requested the North Central Provincial Health Authorities to conduct an investigation against the behaviour of a public health inspector attached to the Hinguraggoda PHI office. We commenced this strike action as a mark of protest for not conducting an investigation and providing PHI complete freedom to engage in trade union activities. A doctor said to have been from the Government Medical Officers Association has defrauded a sum of 400,000 rupees granted for dengue eradication. This strike commenced after an inquiry was launched over this. A letter was submitted by the Secretary to the Public Health Inspector Association of Sri Lanka bearing the signatures of all the PHIs in Polonnaruwa over this matter. This is a revengeful act launched with the objective of stopping this inquiry. The OPD of hospitals of the Polonnaruwa district did not operate today as a result of this strike action initiated by the doctors. The strike action, which commenced at 8 this morning, is scheduled to conclude at 8 am tomorrow. We came to obtain medicine. The doctors are on strike. There is nothing we can do. We cannot go to private practitioners because we have no money. If the government hospitals are doing this, where can we go? We will have to wait in line and go home with the patient.
We have taken the right decision. He has been transferred to the Anuradhapura district temporarily. In the meantime, the investigations into this will continue. The matter will be over. There is no need to engage in trade union actions anymore.
Indian Premier League, or the IPL, will commence tomorrow. Due to various actions in the political sphere, the IPL currently appears to be the most talked about topic. Sri Lankans Nuwan Kulasekara and Akila Dhananjaya, who were recruited by the Chennai Supers, have said that they have been told not to go to India until they are called for.
We have been told not to come to Chennai until we are told to do so. Because of this situation, we cannot make any decision until they inform us. Because of one state, we cannot put cricket behind us. We are waiting for the decision. The owners of the Chennai Super Kings are in Chennai. We do not know what sort of pressure is being exerted on them. They are yet to make a decision on this matter. They are yet to respond. Nuwan Kulasekara is also in this team. They have not even sent us the ticket. We don't know whether we will leave or not. They are yet to confirm this to us. We can make a decision subsequently. Acting Chief Executive Officer of Sri Lanka Cricket Ashley De Silva states that Kumar Sangakkara, Mahela Jawadana, Ajanta Mendes, Tissara Pereira, Kusal Janit Pereira, Lasit Malinga, Jeevan Mendes, Angelo Matthews, Tilakratna Dilshan and Sachitra Seranayaka have all submitted their letters of consent to participate in the IPL. Muthaya Muralidharan will also take part in the Indian Premier League.
A group of film stars in India's southern Chennai city observed a day-long fast and pressed their demand for immediate solutions to the issues of Sri Lankan Tamils. Now, this was organized by the South Indian Film Artists Association.
The fast commenced at 9 this morning at the South Indian Film Artists Association premises in Tyagaraja, Chennai and concluded at 5 this evening. South Indian Film Artists Association, the Tamil Film Producers Association, the Film Directors Association and over 30 other associations joined the fast today. Superstar actor Rajinikanth, Ajit, Sarat Kumar, Arjun, Prakash Raj, Surya, Vikram and many others joined in the fast. They say that for the betterment of Sri Lankan Tamils, the centre should also take measures to pass the resolution adopted by the state government of Tamil Nadu.
Fishermen were granted a fuel subsidy last year following a major hike in fuel prices. However, fishermen in numerous areas were inconvenienced last month as a result of not receiving the fuel subsidy. News First recently came across such a group of fishermen.
When fuel prices were increased last year, fishermen staged major demonstrations demanding prices be reduced immediately. Following the protest, the government decided to grant fishermen a fuel subsidy. The fishermen say that in the face of the many other hardships they have to face, the loss of the fuel subsidy means they can no longer engage in their trade. This problem is common to fishermen in Chilao and Nigambo.
UNP parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa says it is the government's responsibility to create an environment where fishermen have self-esteem instead of acting responsibly with regard to the future of the fishing community.
Issuing a communique, MP Sajid Premadasa says the fuel subsidy to fishermen has been stopped because the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation has not issued coupons to the Department of Fisheries of district officers. Premadasa claims that the Petroleum Corporation has stated that this measure had been taken as the Department of Fisheries had not paid the CPC 800 million rupees allocated by the Treasury for the fishermen's fuel subsidy. Premadasa points out that the Mihin Lanka airline, which has become a white elephant, has incurred a loss of 8.5 billion rupees thus far. However, Premadasa notes that the Treasury had allocated 500 million rupees in 2012 to maintain this white elephant. In his communique, MP Sajid Premadasa says the hardships the government places upon the fishing community cannot be trivialized given that it does not hesitate to spend hundreds of millions on the Lamborghini generation.